the notorious one himself, Nate the Great, otherwise known as Notorious NTG. But I'll tell you what, will it be as notorious once he faces the man, Steamin' Jimmy Freeman?
NTG against Jimmy Freeman?
Yes.
Steamin' Jimmy from tonight?
Yes, sir.
Well, you can chalk up a victory for NTG for sure.
I even give it to Steamin' Jimmy Freeman.
In record time.
Based on what facts do you have for something like that?
And you know what? Jimmy Freeman is an upcoming star. Great athlete. He's not ready yet.
I think NTG is one of those people who overlooks people. Gets a little cocky. Gets a little carried away. Doesn't quite think things through clearly enough. And as a result, can easily let victory slip away. Guaranteed.
I think you jumping on Steamin' Jimmy Freeman bandwagon because a few weeks ago, you know, about a month ago, he beat Havoc, slipped in and beat Havoc when Sullivan was at ringside with me. I think that's when you jumped on this bandwagon. Don't get me wrong, Jimmy Freeman is a great athlete. Don't get me wrong. I like what he does in the ring. He's fast, he's quick, just not at the point. He's not on the level of NTG yet. Don't take offense to it, Bulldog.
Wait. Well, he's being told.
I'm sorry, he's not from Florida. He said he's from slapping your mama. And his opponent at 150 pounds.
I like that. Slapping your mama, I like that.
So has he slapped your mama yet?
Man, I tell you what, if I ever put my hand on my mama, I'd be in the grave right now, a long time ago. Never.
I tell you, he's been slapping, I don't know what he's been slapping, but I don't think he's been slapping his mama, if you know what I mean. He's been slapping something special. Hopefully in the privacy of his own home. We don't need to see any of that here. This is a family show.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. No one is crazy enough to slap their mother, nor disrespect their mother. If they are, they're no good as a person.
Cedric, you happen to miss that one over the top of your head, but that's all right.
I missed it. Yes, I did.
Thank goodness. Jimmy Freeman, though, going to size up NTG here. As NTG rolls him over into the corner now. Oh, my goodness. You know what? I think I may have been having a coronary there. NTG actually made a clean break.
He's a real clean wrestler. Haven't you been watching lately? He's a gentleman. He's a pimp. A pimp is a gentleman.
Are you kidding me?
He's a pimp.
Freeman now back in NTG in the corner. You see, that was a clean break on Freeman's part there, too.
Well, I don't know, Freeman. You got to watch this Freeman kid. I tell you what, he's talented, but you got to watch him. He's pretty slick. He'll try to get over on you.
Oh, big field toss takes NTG over.
See what I'm talking about?
That's a field toss, a perfectly legal wrestling move.
Can't be grabbing the man. Play it clean. Play it fair, Jimmy Freeman. Play it fair.
He certainly did.
Looking like Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
Oh. NTG went to try and bail him, and Freeman lands on his feet.
You don't want to make NTG mad. You know that.
Well, you know what? Freeman is certainly one. Oh, went for the arm drag, missed it. Freeman ducks under it. Japanese arm drag takes him over. Well, I will give Freeman a little cockiness on that one, man. He certainly, I think, surprised NTG a little bit with that one. Colombo tie up again as they get into the center of the ring there. Go behind, up and over, picks him up, slams him down. Get the hell out of that. Well, Dan, I can see you had a bit of a set-to there with Jason Sullivan earlier to start off things. He won the belt the other night versus Havoc.
Yeah, he's still a sissy. And Kevin Grant, your ass is mine.
Now, what do you want? Why is there such a battle between the two of you? I thought you guys would be working together. What's going on here?
Why would I work with somebody that ugly, that bald, and that frickin' homeless?
I don't know how to respond to that. I don't.
Just like this bald-headed sucker behind me.
I don't know.
Don't look at me like that. I'll put your head in that fucking garbage can.
Well, I gotta tell you though, tonight you hear that Sullivan has made a match. 15-man rumble. inside the confines of a cage, barbed wire ceiling. The only way to win the matchup is to either pin your opponent, make them submit, or get them thrown out the cage door. And the winner of that matchup gets a shot at the heavyweight title that Sullivan now holds. Big arms right there by Freeman. And that's another one of those guys that I'm sure would love to be in that cage match tonight. You know, I've heard that NTG wants to be in there. I mean, all these guys would love a shot at the heavyweight title. I mean, and anybody could win tonight, so anybody could be the #1 contender coming out of the match tonight.
I'd say it's going to be the Illuminatis.
Now, why are you saying that? You got...
They're better professionals. They're bigger built. And they can handle themselves real well.
Let's talk about the Illuminati right now. The Illuminati, you got Defoe the Butcher, still recovering from eye surgery. He can't see 100%. Who else have you got? Wade and Wage, a second cage match in a week. You know, they were in a cage match this past week in Salem, and now they're in another cage match tonight. You got Havoc, who's involved in a big cage match versus Sullivan, and again another one tonight. That's a lot.
But Havoc would have beat him last night, but Drexel screwed up, you know?
And Drexel is involved in that cage match tonight as well.
Well, Drexel will probably get his ass whooped.
He might very well.
You know, unless he hides behind the two biggest guys that he's got.
And Havoc. You got Havoc, Hess, and Reichten that are willing to stand up for Derek Drexel.
Yeah, that's what I said, unless he hides behind them.
You're not in that cage match tonight, are you, by any chance?
No.
Now, how come you don't want to get in there?
I'm too old.
You're never too old.
Well, I don't see your ass in there.
I'm not signed to the matches tonight. I'm here behind the announce table.
I bet I can sign you for a match tonight.
You know, this card is pretty full here, Dan.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now that this
I thought you'd make a few excuses.
No excuses, but you know what, though? Anytime, though, Dan, anytime that you think that this man has to come out from behind this table and step in there and show himself, then that's what I'm going to have to do. But in the meantime, though, I'm telling you right now, take a look at these two guys in here in Freeman and NTG, and there's going to be a couple of guys that want a shot at that heavyweight title that may otherwise never get a shot at that heavyweight title that are going to be in this match tonight. What do you want, little nasty boy?
Did I just hear you say something that you would put on your tights and your boots?
I might be considered to that one last time. That's possible. I'm not saying that I would. If the situations were right and necessary, I would consider it. But it has to be right.
About a retirement just to hand you your ass on a platter.
You know, don't beg for something unless you're willing to cash that
check. That sounds like
check.
a challenge to me.
Certainly did to me, too.
Are you up to taking that challenge? Because I'll sign the contract.
We'll talk about that this week. I want to see the numbers on the table before I sign anything. But I'll tell you this, though, that if it happens, it'll be one of the biggest things to happen in the state of Oregon. Because I'll tell you right now, there's a few things that I haven't gotten settled with this man over here, and a few things that I'd like to get settled before I call today. You just never know.
Well, you let me know, because I'll draw up the contract, and if he's willing to sign it, and you're willing to sign it, I'll put it together for you.
We'll come back to you on that. Right now, the big backside there, bow and arrow there, taken by Freeman on NTG. Almost got the pinfall. Freeman sends him off, drops down, missed the toe hold. Each one of them trying for kicks, neither surviving. Oh my, almost caught him there. Freeman up, and he's dropped like a bad habit there by NTG. This could be over. It's a 1, 2, 3, hooks the leg, and it's all over. And whether you like it or not, I will give him credit. There was no outside interference in this matchup. And NTG gets the victory over Steamin' Jimmy Freeman.